Welcome back to the Skyrim tutorial series. Today we will create a map marker teleport, and this is gonna be relatively easy because we already found our writable coordinates which we will use. And let's start. So first we will create a new option in here in the same syntax style. Let's call this one map marker teleport, and don't forget the commata in this case, and change the items to 4. Also in here we can define 3 new values, or D words if you want to say so. Waypoint X, whoops, and Y and Z, obviously. And the good part is, and this will work for most of the game which have an in-game map, the actual map marker is the sometimes invisible, sometimes not, but it's a 3D object in the game world which have also X, Y, Z 3D coordinates, in-game coordinates. So we can directly search for this one. So let's say, for example, we move the map marker over here, and in this case it's a float and we don't know the value yet. So all we gotta do is we change its location. We set this one to changed. We are going to move this one again. We set this one to changed. And now we are going for an unchanged value. No, we move it again. And we directly see some static values, and static values are always good in Skyrim, even when we have a lot of values left. Let's have a quick look in here, and the only ones which looks like coordinates at all are these two, and probably these two. And if we pick this one, for example, as the first value, and have a look at the memory region in this case, we see directly that this is gonna be good. So I can also tell you that these are the correct ones. So you see, to find them is kind of easy. And what we are going to do is we add these two also to the list. So we can add this address, in this case, as the X. And this is the Y. And this is the Z. All right. So we are going down to the options, option blocks, and just make a copy of, let's copy this one. It's a little bit more empty. Let's call this map marker teleport. In this case, let's say exit is the 3 and this is the 2. Let's move this to both exit. Okay. So what we're going to do is pretty easy. we are overwriting our own writable coordinates with the Mapmarker coordinates. There is a problem, but I will show you this one in a second. The axis will be that axis pointer plus E0 in this case. So we are overwriting the axis now with a waypoint marker. This should be 2. This is float, and this is the waypoint X in this case. And we can make a copy from this one and say here in brackets this is plus 4 and this is plus 8, and this will be the Y, and this will be the Z. All right, so there's one problem with these values, because, and I don't really know why, the writable player character coordinates are a lot smaller than the regular coordinates from entities and also from your character. If you had a look at how we found the values for the entity array, for example. Just a wild guess, the writable coordinates are probably cell coordinates, and the other ones are world coordinates, but I can be wrong. But I found a little workaround for this. So just to demonstrate you this one, this is a line which was responsible for our writable coordinates. So if I set a breakpoint here in Sheet Engine with F5 and go in-game, breakpoint fires, and wait a second, this doesn't work because my mouse cursor just disappeared. I need to try this again, 1 second. F5. Okay. So if we have a look at ESI plus E8, which is our Z coordinate, ESI plus E8, or if you have a look at the other two coordinates also, so this is our X, Y, and Z in the writable coordinates. And now have a look what happens when I set a breakpoint, when I set a waypoint marker very close to my current position, let's say in here. What I want you to notice is this is the waypoint X, which is our marker, and the 297 is our current player X location in writable coordinates. So we can't just replace this one with this one because we will end up in nowhere. So what I found out was just by trial and error, if we grab our trusted calculator and we enter this number, so it's 21045, divided by 70, it's 300, close enough. Same with, let's pick for example this one, it's 45068, and it's minus, divided by 70, minus 643. Now we have to say that the map marker location isn't exactly on our player location, and I can assure you that this is gonna be working. It might be not exactly 70, but it works. So what we have to do in this case, we can't overwrite our current coordinates with the waypoint coordinates, but we can when we divide them by 70 first. So by doing so, you can actually compile this. We don't need an else code. We will teleport to the current map marker every time we enable this option. So basically, to teleport again, we have to disable it and enable it again. It's not the very best option, but you can also probably add a checkbox, for example, or something like that, or a button. In the Skyrim Special Edition, I toggled this one with a numpad key, so every time you press 0, you're teleporting. But this is just for demonstration. You can edit this one, of course, later. All right, so let's inject this and give it a try, actually. And let's set this, for example, I don't know, directly here to the right of the mountain. Oh, my box doesn't fit anymore, but I don't care. So if we enable this option now, whee! Okay, awesome. Oh shit. Okay, but if you have a look at the map, you see that I'm totally fucked off. Okay, this is a wrong location, and I think I know why this happens. Wait a second. This one, you see. Okay, this is here. I think I used the wrong syntax over there, and yeah, this should probably work with this one. And let's compile again. Yes, I know. And let's try again. I'm pretty sure it works now. But yeah, so all I did was I was just dividing the big waypoint coordinates through different numbers, and then they came closer and closer to my actual player coordinates, and 70 was a good number. So let's try this again. Let's put this over here, and let's try to teleport. Okay, that sounds interesting. If we have a look at the map, you see that it's working perfectly. And yeah, that's basically it. By the way, if you don't set a marker and you're trying to teleport, it sets you obviously to a 0, 0, 0 on the Skyrim map, which is located kind of nowhere in here, and you will probably die. So that you know. That's it for the teleport to the map marker tutorial. In the next video we will do some little assembly manipulations, like knopping lines or changing instructions, for example for the duping items or infinite lockpicks, infinite arrows, and something like this, where we have to knob certain decrease instructions, and we can do this on a very simple way. I will show you. Have a nice day. Hello guys, Icewolf here. Today I will show you how to manipulate assembly lines and change them to your favor. In this case we will drink some potions, and instead of losing them we will gain some. So this tutorial will teach you Razor basic knowledge, but it's very important to know, and if you're going to write internal sheets in the future, you probably will use this more often. First, we need to identify which line is responsible for decreasing our health potions, and this is what we're going to do now. So attach Skyrim please to cheat engine, and let's have a look at our potions. I have 5 of these. It doesn't really matter which one you choose. You just have to at least some more, so we can search for it. I have 5 health potions right now, so this is what I'm going to search for in 4-byte. 5. Now we're going to drink one, and I'm searching for 4. I'm drink one more, and I'm going to search for a 3. And that's it, probably, because we just have 1. And now I see what writes to this address. And when I drink one more, I end up with this line, and you see this is a subtract, so it means it will decrease our potions. And if we see what it looks like in the disassembler, you see this line. We have 2 possibilities now. We can either knob this line, and now we are not going to lose any potions anymore. Or, and this is what we are going to do, we are going to change the subtract instruction to an add, which will actually gain us some potions. So when I type here add and drink some, you see my potions are increasing. And this is what we are going to do on the code side. So we can toggle this the automatic way. First, let's change this line back to its original state. So this is going to be a sub again. And let's open the project. You can add a new D word over here. And let's call this old project. Now we are going to add a new menu option over here. Let's call this, I don't know, item duping. And let's expand the menu a little bit, because it's going to be a little bit small right now. Let's set this one to 150. Now we need to add a new if statement for the menu option we just added. So if you scroll down a bit, and you can just copy the last block, paste this in here. This is now the force option. This can go, and this is the item duping now. Now we need to change the protection, so we are able to write to this address. We are going to use a virtual protect in this case. Virtual protect. And we need the address we want to write to in this case, which is 47F89F. So now we need the size in this case, how many opcodes we need. In this case it's 3. Now we need to change the page protection, read write access, and we want to store it for later. This is the D word we declared before. This is going to be old protect, because we need to restore the protection afterwards. This is why we are going to store this one. Now we can use a mem copy. You can just copy the address from over here, mem copy, paste this one in here, p byte, and now we have to declare what kind of bytes we want to write to this line. First we will write down the original opcodes so we can restore them later. Zero 08. All right. Now we change them to an add, so we can see what kind of bytes we have to write. And just insert them in here. 1, 41, 08. Yeah, that's it. We can change this one back. And last but not least, the amount of bytes we want to write. In this case, it's 3. And we just copy the top line, since we want to restore the protection later on, and just replace the page execute read write with the old protect we stored before. And this looks good. Now we can also copy the whole block, paste this one in here, and restore the original bytes when the option is toggled off. So we insert them here, 29, 41, 08. This can go. Yes, compile and let's give it a try. Okay, so you can switch the game and to cheat engine, of course, and inject. And when you have a look at the subtraction line, when I toggle the hack on and off, you see the bytes are changing and the instruction is changing. And yeah, this is how you can manipulate on a very simple way assembly instructions. And yes, have a nice day. In the next video we will find the bone matrix, the player skeleton, or the entity, humanoid entity skeleton, if you want to say so. I will show you how to organize these bones and draw them in the end. Have a good day.